Good evening, my friends. I hope you are all doing really well. Tonight, I'm going to be using my Tupperware stack cooker. I'm Melanie. I live in Montreal, Quebec, and I've been selling Tupperware now this is my 19th year. So what I like to do is to bring recipes to you that are simple, that are quick, but most of all that are tasty. So tonight, I have this like chunk here of frozen salmon. What it is there are actually, I think, about 6 salmon chunks in here, but it doesn't matter because what I want to do is cook this from from frozen to done. And this is how I often end up cooking fish in my stack cooker. So if you just give me a moment, guys, I'm just going to share this live to my Facebook page because I want to make sure as many people can see it as possible. Hello, Darcy. Hello, Wendy. Good to see you this evening. So tonight's presentation, or tonight's live at 5, is probably going to be pretty fast. And often on a Tuesday, that's what I try to do, is to make it fast because it is my busiest night of the week. Let me just write something on here using the stack cooker. Okay, oops. Stack cooker. Okay, I'm just going to post that straight away. So as I was saying, Tuesday is often one of my busiest nights of the week because we have the welcome class at 6, we have our weekly meeting at 7, and then at 9:30 tonight, I do my unboxing event. And for any of you that have seen the photos today, you'll know that I have a lot of boxes to unbox tonight. And I did put a post up in my feed a little bit earlier with the link so you can go and join my VIP group if you would like to witness this unboxing. Why might you want to go? Because it gives you a chance to see some of the Tupperware that's currently available at the moment. It gives you an opportunity to see the sizes, see the colors, perhaps learn what they might be used for. And I'm always really happy to welcome new people to my VIP group. So as I said, we're going to do salmon today. And the first thing I'm going to do is just chop up one little onion. And I'm really looking forward to the time when our little chopper might reappear in the catalog. So I remember at one time somebody was talking about November. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to start using it again. And if it reappears, that would be good. And if it doesn't, well, we always have the bigger one. So all I did was just chop up one onion in here. Thank you, Wendy, for posting the team meeting. So the team meeting is predominantly for Tupperware sales consultants. But if you're somebody who's thinking that maybe you would like to join Tupperware, then coming to one of our weekly meetings will give you an idea of what sort of things we do. And I know that tonight is going to be a good one. They're always good ones. But of course, I know what is going to be in it. So I know it'll be definitely something that you would enjoy watching. Okay, so I've got my salmon, which is one big mass of frozen at the moment. I've put in 1 onion. I'm going to get some frozen veggies now, and this is going to be assembled pretty quickly. Okay, so, excuse me, I have some edamame beans, which I really enjoy, so I'm going to throw a few of those in. I'm going to throw in some corn. And the other thing, using this, yes, thank you, Wendy, using the same number as the team meeting is the welcome class. Now, the welcome class is especially pertinent if you're thinking that you might want to join Tupperware, because it's a place where you can see how we can help you get started as soon as you join. Thank you for the question, Wendy. Hannah seems to be doing well. She's at the moment, she's back at work and she's trying to get an appointment with her specialist in Toronto, but they want the information from the doctors in Montreal, and there seems to be somewhat of a slowdown in that process, which, you know, in this day and age, there really is no excuse, because you can quickly email or, you know, send documents very fast. But apparently there's a bit of a slow there, so she hasn't been able to get anything organized yet. Okay, one thing that I found really fascinating, and I don't know what it's like in Manitoba, Wendy, but when Hannah, you know, arrived in the emergency, she was able to bring up, because she lives in Ontario, she was able to bring up her own records, her own last set of blood tests, so she could show them to the doctors in Montreal so they could make a comparison. And I'm like, whoa, that is really good, you know, so that if you have a condition and you're traveling, you always have access to your notes. They don't do that in Quebec, right? We can't get hold of our individual notes. I know that is something that they've talked about making available, but certainly it's not there yet. Okay, so I've got my frozen vegetables, my onion, I've got my salmon in here. Now I'm going to add in a little bit of salt and pepper and some cream on the top. You've never heard of that? Well, Sin, you are in Ontario, so I'm pretty sure it's available to you. Certainly at Hannah, she could just like look at her own health card, and she was able to bring up all her last results, which makes it much easier for a doctor who's trying to see how sick she is compared to how sick she is normally. Okay, let me get the salt and pepper. I keep saying that I'm going to get a private health clinic organized. I've done the research, I know where to ring, I've got the numbers ready to ring, but every time I write it in my agenda to call, something else comes up. So I'm going to have to be disciplined this week and get it done, because I'd really like Alan and I to have a checkup at least before we go to Australia. Okay, let's put some salt and pepper in here. And some salt. And I'm going to get some cream. I'm going to put half a cup of cream in here. You're going to look into that? Yes, I think that would be a good thing to be able to do. So half a cup of cream. Okay. And I might just put a little bit more pepper in. Okay, so that is my fish prepared. And what I'm going to do now is just put some rice in the bottom of here. You don't think that you can do that in Manitoba either? No, I was quite amazed. I mean, when she offered it, the doctor that was looking after her, he said, you can access your records? And she says, yeah. She says, I have it here. Look, here you go. And he was like, whoa, because clearly that is not available to us in Quebec. So I'm going to do 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water. You know, last night, guys, Alan and I, we had the leek, onion and potato soup, which was delicious, by the way. I'm just going to put water in here. And we'll put some regular salt in. And what was I saying? And when we finished the soup, we did that sort of earlier in the evening, and then I came down after I'd finished the courses and done a bit more work. I said to Alan, I'm still hungry. Like, I'd like something else to eat. So I made a rice pudding really fast. Like, literally, I cooked the arborio rice in the rice cooker. I had some evaporated milk already opened from something else I did. And I got some brown sugar, some raisins. As soon as the arborio rice was cooked, I did 10 minutes to make sure it was cooked well through. Put it in the stack cooker in the middle section. And I cooked it for maybe 5 minutes max at 50%. And we had a really delicious rice pudding made super fast. And in fact, Alan says he enjoyed it more than the one I made at the weekend for the family, which I baked in the oven. And I think I did too. I think it's probably not the same rice pudding as I had or I used to make when the kids were younger, but it's certainly delicious and we love it. So very quick dessert. Must have taken me maximum 20 minutes from start to finish. Start to eating, right? So it's good. Okay, I'm going to put this in the microwave a little bit longer than I would for my white fish, because although my white fish is always frozen when I cook with it. This is quite a big chunk of frozenness in here. So instead of doing it for 23 minutes, I'm going to cook this for 27 minutes, and I'm hoping it's going to be really delicious. So let me put this in the oven, in the microwave. Oh, no, stop. You know what? I've actually put it on for 20 minutes, and when it beeps, I'll have a look at it, and if I need to move anything around to make sure everything's cooked properly, I can do it then. So I want to say thank you for being on with me tonight. I know it's very quick tonight. I will try and remember to post a picture later. But as I said, it's always a busy night for me tonight. I've taken all the boxes down with the help of Alan to the basement. So I'm just trying to think how many, I can't remember, but I think there's about 10 boxes altogether. Some are heavy, some are light, some are little, and lots are big. And I'm looking forward to seeing you later too, Wendy. So enjoy your dinner tonight, and I will see most of you for the unboxing, and some of you also tonight for the meeting. Now I need to go and get ready for the welcome class, because I'm the person presenting with Maria this evening. So take care, have fun, see you later. Bye for now.